つも君
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Harros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shionne?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know—
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault.
Then why—
Please just drop—
All right.
I'm sorry.
No way! All right.
Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to— find her.
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting... her son to... The rest is work.
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but...
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zeugles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
You guys want to rest here?
Yes.
What?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Phew.
Good.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, Law.
You're welcome?
An opponent like this should be easy.
Can't get out of this!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Take this! It's over!
Air pressure!
Dragon Swarm! Win!
Prepare to be seized.
Actually,
perhaps found this more appropriate.
Let's talking more doing.
it's over! We've turned the tables on.
Being
There are
targeted.
still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. You picked the wrong fight. Here I come.
Now or never.
Here I go.
Can you take it?
Try this. Explosive ring.
Yours are not the skills of just any warrior.
Save your compliments. We have to move.
Driven in. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
The heavens must be smiling.
No choice.
Where are you going? Let the Martians handle this.
It's over.
Deity.
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact drop! We work well together.
Finally time to
We got fire!
I got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Snake could be a bit
All yours!
clear for us a path.
This one's all mine!
First aid!
Thanks!
Get up!
I'm ready for the next.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. What?
What's that noise?
Helfin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the two of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balseph, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagine there would be some...
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights.
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lovtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
Let's dispose of the trash.
In a bind? Begin!
With darkness! These ones can run rings around us!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Chinese supernova!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Gotta break through!
Raging
I'll
cascade!
smash you!
Eat dirt!
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Try this!
Anything in
Don't mind
armor
if
is
I
all
do.
mine.
It's almost too strong!
Split it open!
Be my
No
guest!
further.
My turn!
Dragon form!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic. The enemy here's us too.
You'll soon see about that.
You're finished!
Armor won't save you!
I'm not done! The flame inside me yearns to be let go! Dragon Form! Try this! Explosive ring! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Take this! No! Can't end here!
Forgive me. This is my fault. Be prepared to free from regret. We're on to being interrupted. I owe you one.
Deity!
Dragon Form!
No more reclaiming Earth!
Mirage!
Raging Luna Bestow thy mystic wish.
I may have bit off more than I do. It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
The waters of magic is here!
Eat this! Dragon Form! I'm ready! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed wall.
Explosive ring!
A freezing storm!
Dragon Form!
Lock! Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
Lightning!
Now! Here I come! Dragon Form! Severing Wind!
Now!
Searing Gazelle!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Everything all right?
I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out. Like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
My exploits are bearing fruit. Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahnan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahnan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you...
I apologize if I
Nah, we're good.
You're using those skills...
I suppose this is what
Exactly!
True enough. I will stop worrying about... Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Right, here goes! Take this!
Can't get out of this!
Take this! It's over!
Are those arms even natural?
You're mine!
Where are you going?
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Take this!
Now!
Here I go!
You must be tired of killing me.
I'm merely doing what I can to help.
Now!
Glad you're on our...
Astral energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
Here I come!
Naturally!
Infernal Torrent!
Looks like it could be worth something.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Is that a healing art?
It is. I can't ignore your pain.
I'll try to be more careful.
New melody! Explosive ray! Dragon sword! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Double demon fang! Negative wall! Here I come! It's over! Rending bloody howling! Dragon swarm! Try this! Explosive ray! I'm ready! Double leap! In an instant! Impact cross!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it. Chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance...
Stay calm. I shall provide it.
Dance in the wind!
You're
Radiant
mine! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon swarm! Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal. Elusive deity!
Now!
Got fire!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Now! You're mine! It's time! Searing shine! We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Then tonight's meal is on you.
You've got it. I'm ready! In an instant! Impact cross!
Step back! This one's all law!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Where are you going?
Here I
Rise and rend!
You picked the wrong fight! Dragon swarm!
Your wings won't save you from me! Here! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were... This will be a delicious piece of cake! This one's mine!
Damn it!
Hear me! In heaven and earth!
I've been hit with something!
But there's this!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
Why did they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
As impressive as
Leave the
always.
enemy's arms to me!
Here I hope that wasn't true.
No complaints here!
None shall escape my judgment!
Dragon swarm! Try this!
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Rinwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
Bloody hell! I owe you one.
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword, and with my sword.
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Well done.
I've used a bit too much healing. That equipment should come in handy.
Hey, look at that enemy.
This one will be... difficult to predict.
In a vine!
Here! Shining supernova! Raging flame!
I shall feel you where you stand! Dragon Swarm!
Healing
Dragon
Now
Swarm!
shall escape my
Clear
sword!
for us a path!
Banana,
Now! You're mine! Raising you apart! Take this! You're finished! Leave me smelling.
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction
Not yet!
right.
Dragon Swarm!
I can't heal you
Not
forever!
done! Dragon Swarm!
With darkness!
Now I can let loose! Everlasting Dark! Dragon Swarm!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
What's with that shining foe over there?
I have a bad feeling about
Yours
this.
could be let free!
One's mine!
I'll take you all on! Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm!
This works!
Try this! Negative gate! Explosive ring! I'm ready! In an instant! Impact drop! We work well together. Like a fine can't lay a finger on you.
I prefer it that way.
Here I come!
What about you?
Just watch
Do
and
it!
see!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Step back. This one's all.
Whoa, this is amazing.
You always get excited when you find something good.
We should hurry and get this stuff processed.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissalma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell, are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.